every brother was caught in the crossfire.
The Incredible Hulk stars Edward Norton and tells the story of a man named Bruce Banner who's a scientist who injects himself with gamma radiation, and he becomes a raging monster called the Hulk. And right now he's trying to find a way to get rid of his infection, but he might want to reconsider his thinking because he can be able to use this power for good and to help others. So this is just a classic Hulk story that we all know and appreciate. It's based off the Stan Lee comics, and this is probably one of the more overlooked films in the MCU. And I can understand that. This movie isn't fantastic. It's nothing to like be excited about, but I don't think it is as appreciated as I think it deserves. I think that there's a lot of good stuff in here to like. For example, all the action set pieces involving the Hulk, especially in the first act, which feels like a horror movie, is fantastic. The special effects, while a few shots look a little wonky, still for the most part looks great. All the action was phenomenal. I loved the Abomination versus Hulk battle in the end. It was everything I want from a Hulk movie. Intense, big, loud, and really scary. This is probably one of my most underrated films I like. And Edward Norton as Bruce Banner, I think he did a great job. There are certain stuff in the movie that does feel like he's trying to force things in for his own will, because he was involved heavily in the movie and he was apparently difficult to work with while in production. And I could see that through the film. There is certain stuff in the film that did not quite work for me. For example, there's a subplot where Bruce Banner trying to contact his doctor, and at the end, when we meet him, he's like supposed to be a setup villain of some sort in the future, which we all know that never happened. Yeah, there were some creative choices in the film that I felt like did not felt needed to be there. And if the movie just kept itself a little bit more simple and have a better flow, because sometimes the pacing can be a bit off, I think that this movie could have been something special. But we still got an enjoyable film with some great performances, great action. The cinematography and directing is great. I love some of the shots and techniques they use. The performances from all these actors, including the general of the movie. Fantastic, that mustache. Yeah, I'm gonna be pretty. That mustache is beautiful. We have to appreciate the mustache. But aside from that, this is everything I want a Hulk movie to be. Fun, loud, and when it gets dramatic and really heavy, the emotional moments hit, because I was able to care about Bruce Banner in his relationship with his friends, his girlfriend. I just felt something from Edward Norton that I rarely ever feel from like Mark Ruffalo. I feel like personally, I'm not sure who's the better Hulk. I think Mark Ruffalo a tad bit better, but Edward Norton, I felt like is really overlooked. I think he did a fantastic job as Bruce Banner, and I wish that he could have been in more feature films, but I understand why he couldn't return, because he's a very difficult actor to work with and very controllable. So yeah, I could understand him not wanting to do these projects, but that's just like a personal thing. Overall, I really enjoyed this film. I hope that you all guys get a chance to watch it, and there's a lot to appreciate in this film. Honestly, if you haven't seen this film yet, which most likely you haven't, go check it out. It's worth your time. I'm going to give The Incredible Hulk a B+. Thank you guys so much for watching. Please like, subscribe, comment, and I'll see you guys next time.
So heaven, if you send